The hands that spin the galaxies brought me into being. The one who holds the stars has made me his own. I am God's child. My life is rich. My days are sacred. I have meaning and value, even when the shadows fall. That's the creed, the first line of it from the book. I wrote it one afternoon sitting in a cafe. I'd just been thinking about this pilgrimage that we'd done, thinking about all the aspects of my life that I'd learnt from. And I wanted to craft something that became something grounding, something inspirational perhaps, something hopefully poetic, something that could help me every day focus on what matters most. I wrote it first for me, but then kind of hoping that it would become helpful for you, and it turns out that some people are telling me it is proving helpful for them as well. So how can you use the creed in your life? Well, I crafted it as something to be read and reread, something to be kind of dwelt on and thought about and pondered and meditated on. So maybe you can use it as a daily or weekly meditation piece. You can find the full version in the last chapter of the book, or you can download the abridged print version that we've done. I've printed it out as a poster, put it in a frame, it's up in my office upstairs, I read it every day. Or you can save it as wallpaper on your phone, or you can watch the video that we've done on it. And a second way you can use it is to use it as a prompt to write what the monastics call a rule of life. That's a set of goals and practices that will help you embody what the creed is calling you to become. So, for example, I am held by a love that's wider and higher than the farthest edges of this expanding universe. My first task in life is to embrace this love. Leap into its depths, splash in its waves, drink it in, let it define me, seeking my worth in no other thing. So what practices can you put in place to ground yourself daily in the love of God? Now for me, that takes the form of daily and weekly dwelling time with God, I call it. Just being present with God, being defined by that father-child relationship, rather than the world's constant reminders of everything that I am not. You might also want to include something like an annual social media fast, like I do, just to interrupt the temptation to seek validation in likes and retweets. What about this one? What I achieve is not as important as the person I become. I will seek to imitate the nail-pierced one. This is where regular soaking in scripture is important for me. So maybe you can sign up for a daily devotional. There's a number of really good ones out there. Or a Bible in 1 year reading plan. A few years ago, I set myself a little task of reading the Sermon on the Mount every day for a month. It actually went on 2, 3, 4 months because I found it so engrossing, just wanting to let this famous speech of Jesus get deeper into me. So what practices will help you to imitate the nail-pierced one? Put those into your rule of life. Whether you read it, watch it, listen to it, meditate on it, I do hope the creed helps you to become the person that you're meant to become.